as a woman of color, why back an old white guy? And is this the future of the party?
I'm actually very excited about this partnership because it shows what we have to do in our country, is that we have to come together across race, across gender, across generation.
What the hell? What kind of question is that? And how is that not seen as deeply offensive by the mainstream media thought pattern? I mean, just look at Bernie's face in reaction to it. And in case CBS needs reminding, here is why AOC endorsed Bernie in her own words.
It wasn't until I heard of a man by the name of Bernie Sanders that I began to question and assert and recognize my inherent value as a human being that deserves health care, housing, education, and a living wage.
Yeah, he was the one who inspired her run. And there was another hint when I covered her primary race back in March of 2018.
So we're here in the Bronx outside of Alex's apartment, and we were coming up to go say hi. I kind of got the sense that we were in the right place when I saw this.
Pretty big hint. It's been pretty clear for a while why she's endorsing Bernie Sanders. He was her political inspiration. He was the person who got her into politics. She was a Bernie 2016 campaign organizer. And it's funny, no one is asking this question of Simone Sanders, who's a former Bernie Sanders advisor who's now working for Joe Biden, or any of the people of color working for him, any of his high-profile endorsements like Representative Emanuel Cleaver, who's a man of color. So their disdain for Bernie Sanders is so obvious. And there's even disdain in the way that this reporter asked this follow-up question about AOC's decision to endorse Bernie Sanders and if she met with other candidates, which, by the way, gives Alex an opportunity to expand on her thoughts on Warren, in case you were curious.
Did you meet with other candidates before making your decision?
I did, yes.
Senator Warren?
Yes.
What was that conversation like?
You know, I think she's a fabulous candidate. And so, frankly, Senator Sanders, Senator Warren, and myself are all on the same team in the party.
That's important for some loud people online to hear. They are all on the same team. Warren's a very good progressive guy, despite what a lot of people looking for clicks might say. There are differences for sure between her and Bernie, with foreign policy being the main gulf. But anyway, this is just such a stark reminder for me of how shallow the media's analysis is. Latina woman, old white man, identity. It's about the policy, guys. It's not that hard. I know this is all a game to you, and that, you know, it's all about the people you know, and it's like this one big club, and you see people as just individuals that are independent of policy, but these are public servants. You know, it's not all about who's in the club and what this means and all of that. I'm not sure if I'm articulating this right, but for Bernie and AOC, it's always been about the goal of equity, of fairness, of a political revolution that's going to change the system, of rooting out corruption, of giving working people dignity. That's what they care about. Not if Bernie's an old white man. That's what you care about. Not what AOC does. And diversity and bringing new people into the fold is enormously important because we need those perspectives. And different people bring different perspectives. But you know what? Ocasio-Cortez's perspective is aligned with Bernie Sanders' policy. So maybe that should give you pause when all you can talk about is identity. Why does this old democratic socialist man, why are his policies so aligned with Ocasio-Cortez's experience and subsequent policy ideals? Maybe think about that for 1 second instead of identity. Again, and also it's the double standard. They would not be asking that of Joe Biden. Ridiculous. Offensive.